Karen from Create-A-Palooza. We're looking at one of our art techniques. And this technique, you can either use your statue or your flat ornament. Most of you guys have a snowman or another type of statue. These are pretty good. I like using the snowman with this just because it's kind of fun. And we have the flat ornament. This one, I said Santa. No one wanted Santa in their bag, so I didn't really put them in there. This one, my sample one to show. I'm going to be doing this on my snowman today because he's kind of cute and I like this technique with it. You'll want like a plate or somewhere messy you can do this with. We're going to be using our straw. You're going to pick out one of the colors, and I'm picking like a lighter color, like a winter color, since he's a snowman, but you can do him whatever color you want. And you can lay him flat instead of standing up like this. You can lay him flat on your plate or area you're working in. And I think I'm going to be using blue. I was thinking of between green and blue. I could almost use both if I wanted to, make like a teal, but I think I'm just going to go with blue. And we're going to do bubble art, so you're going to need like a cup. I already have the provided straw, or other straw that you might have. And how this goes is we're going to create bubbles. So we're going to be putting water, and you don't need a big cup, or it can be like a small bowl or whatever, because I don't need a lot of water. Just like about half a little cup of this little Dixie cup. I'm going to set that there. And I'm going to be putting in some of my glaze. So, and this is one where you can start off light and darken it as you go. So I'm just going to add a little bit the first time. I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit. There we go. Just like a couple drops. There we go. See, not a huge amount, just a couple little drops. I'm going to squeeze that out, and I'm going to add a few drops of soap. It can be any type of soap, except for like the liquidy foam kind. You'll want to open that up and pour a little bit more in than just a few drops because it's already been watered down. So I'm going to put a few drops in there of the soap, and now I have this lovely little mixture. And I'm going to open my straw, and I bet you can think what's going to happen because we're going to be blowing with it. Don't suck up the solution. It's not very good tasting. So I'm going to mix it just a little bit, and I'm going to start bubbling. Okay, I'm going to put some of that on there. I'm going to tap that down and kind of pop my bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, and that's my first layer. And if you want to put the solution back, and this is why I kind of like the plates, I can. And now I have like a really light blue. It's probably hard to see a little bit, but it's really, really light blue. Right there is when you can kind of see a little bit where it popped right there. And the bubbles have popped and made a little bit. Now I want to make it a little bit darker, or I can add another color to it. Maybe I'll add a little more of the blue. So I can add a little bit more color because I'm going to be keeping layering up these colors until I end up with a darker color. So that's why I like these bags, because I can just squeeze a little bit out and not waste it. I still have a lot left. Mix it up again. I'm gonna wipe that off a little bit. Get it everywhere. There we go. All right. Now, I bet you can guess. I'm gonna blow again. All right. Then I can either let it sit, or I can go through and pop it. And this one you can see it's getting a little bit more blue bubbles on it. There we go. Look at that, more blue. This is also great to do outside if it's a nice day. See, look at him. See, he's getting more blue. See those blue bubbles? Yeah, and I'm gonna keep doing that. And I can even add a little more color, or I could add another color. Now, you don't wanna watch what you mix, because if you mix like blue against yellow, you're gonna end up with like a muddy color. So like reds and blues make purples, blues and yellows make like greens. So you can do stuff like that. You probably don't want to put like orange with it. That would make a muddy color, or a yellow. Yellow, depends on the yellow. You could get like a greeny color, but as I said, mine's a snowman, so I don't really want like the green color snowman. I was going more with the bluey color, but it depends on what you're bubbling on for that. So I'm gonna keep going. Now I'm gonna add some more color. And you notice I didn't pour the liquid back. That's okay, because it can kind of sit here, because I want it to darken now, because I want to get a little bit more darker. So I'm going to squeeze in more color. There we go. I think I got a lot of color in there now. And bet you can guess now what's going to happen. We're going to blow. And keep tapping it. You can keep doing this because it's going to keep layering. And I can tap and blow and do stuff with it. And it's going to keep layering these bubbles up and up and up. And then what I can do is I can let this dry, and if I want to paint my snowman then, like I want to do my hat and stuff after it's dry, I want to let it sit in the sun or a little bit. After it's dry, I can go in and paint my snowman. I can do like an orange nose, I can do, green scarf, or like me, I'm going to take this and I'm going to do my blue hat. I'd probably let it dry a little bit more, but ceramics do make it suck in the glaze a little bit more, so you can see. So I can make it, now I can go back and paint. So I can let it sit for a little bit, like an hour or so, let it dry, and then I can paint in my snowman. And it's kind of neat what it looks like. I have a picture of what bubble art looks like after it's done and dry. So you can kind of see really good here. See, you got all these little bubbles. That's why I kind of like using the snowman with this, because it's not all just white, and you don't want to paint them just solid blue, so this kind of gives it a neat look to it. And as I said, then you can paint in whatever color you want on there for your hat, nose, scarves. It's quite, I kind of like these ones for it. All right, that's our first technique.